doors. You have your one-touch automatic windows. Yeah, things like that. Your door locks, all-weather floor mats. All right, this seat is pretty far back. I've got like, I don't know really how much that is, probably about 7 inches of knee room. And well, this bag is here right now, and there's some bottles down there. Sorry about the mess, but I can extend my feet pretty far, so it's very comfortable back here. I'm also about 5'9", and I've got maybe about 4 or 5 inches of headroom. So it is very nice. A lot of headroom here, and a lot of space back here. Even though from the outside it may not look it's a bit like a big SUV like the Escalade, but it's pretty roomy inside. They really optimized their space. And you also have knee cutouts here anyway, in case like somebody actually doesn't fit in here. Like you could easily have a person over 6 feet driving the car and a person over 6 feet in the back of the car, and that would be fine. The only thing with the back seat is if you have 2 large adults, you will not be able to fit a third person here. Maybe like a small child you could fit in between, but it's not optimal for sitting 3 wide, if you know what I mean. I mean, I have sat 3 wide before. It's not very comfortable. Mind you, the leg room, headroom is all fine. Also, one thing I might have forgotten to mention, you also do have standard airbags all around. You have airbag there, obviously front airbags, more here, back there, all over here in the door sill, as well as on the passenger door sill there and there. So I mean, it's a Mercedes, it's obviously safe. You also have the little storage over here. Vents, like I said, that come through the front, air conditioning / heat. Small ashtray / storage box. You also have more storage down there, and some more there with a power outlet. So that's pretty nice. Also in the center here, you do have 3 cup holders. You can normally usually fit 2, but anyway. Now if you want to actually be comfortable in this car, I would recommend moving these headrests up. Otherwise they dig into your back if they're over here, but when they're up it's all fine. Just do have folding seats, which I'll demonstrate right now. It's 60/40 splitting. You also had speakers down there and subwoofer on each door. If I just move this cable over and let me put the headrest down. 1 second. Okay, to do that you move the seat cushion up. Let me move this over to that seat. So you pull the seat cushion up. Alright, then this just goes like this. Alright, now I'll show you from the trunk how that looks like. Fully automatic liftgate. Sorry for my golf clubs, but you can see how much space there is. It's quite a bit of space. I'm not sure on the exact cubic space on here, but these seats are heavy though, keep in mind. But yeah, so moving on to the trunk. We still have never taken this plastic off, but not a big deal. We're selling it now anyway. It doesn't matter. At least those will look fresh for the new owner. You do also have tie downs here, hooks, as well as over there and over there. In here, well, first of all, here you actually have an AC power outlet of 115 volt, 150 watt. So that's what the extension cord is. Then we just use it up there to charge our phones or whatnot. In here though, you have a first aid kit. If I can open it. First aid kit, we put some oil in here, some newspaper just in case, you never know. Also to help out other people if other people need oil or something. Now under here, this is going to be tough because my golf bag's here. But under here you do have a spare tire. Your jack is under the tire, and you do have a tow hook, which would come off over here. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, this is also Plastidip as well, carbon fiber. But this covering would remove, you'd screw that tow hook in and you'd be all set to do anything. You also have another 12-volt power outlet back here. You know, tow tie downs. You know, things like that. And you also have some vents here. Up here, which I still forgot to mention, here's your rear light, but I also forgot to mention over there you do have coat hooks and child seat tie downs on the back of the seats. So it's not a bag trunk. Pretty decent opening. Unlike the Escalade, the opening is pretty big. It's almost exactly the same as the width of the trunk and the height of the trunk. Not exactly the height, but you know, obviously because it does come up a little bit, but from an owner's perspective, it's capable of doing anything that we've had to do. But mind you, we have had the Escalade, like, so if we got when we got our outdoor grill, took the third row seats out of that, fit in no problem, but it would not have fit in here. Now we've also moved my brother into college. Using this car, folding down the second row, we had about 4 suitcases, a mini fridge, a desk chair, a lamp, a vacuum, and some other small items. Fit no problem. It's pretty amazing. But that also takes out some planning. You know, it takes some planning to fit that all in. You can close it manually or use the button. Closes completely fine. With your fuel tank cap, has your cold tire pressure. And when you take your cap off, there's a place to put your cap, which most gas station people usually never do. They never usually put it there, but it's just, you know, nice. If you go out of state, you can do it yourself. Same thing in the back here. I don't really need to go over it again, but this is a 40 splitting part, so only this one seat will fold down. Alright, we go into the passenger side. Like I said before, you have regular power seats, no power lumbar or memory. Subwoofer, here's your owner's manual and all of that information. Same door. Alright, close the door. You know, pretty good. Very sporty view from here, especially the passenger side. The glove box is pretty roomy. 2-tier. You can actually fit quite a bit of stuff into the top tier. And then the stuff down here might be a little tricky to fit in unless it's papers, because it would get in the way of it closing. Floor mats, you also do have a little storage pocket to the side here, which I don't think I've ever used. Like I've said, out of those 88,000 miles, I've probably spent, I would like to say 80,000 of them in this car, and probably about 70 to 75,000 miles in this seat that I'm sitting on right now. So it'll be really sad to see this go. I might shed some tears, especially peeling off the Plastidip, all of my hard work. But like they say, out with the old, in with the new, huh? So it'll be a sad day when we give this car to the Mercedes dealership to trade it in to get a new one. But you know, life goes on, I guess. Which I don't really like to think, because I'm really gonna miss this car, but yeah, it's sad. Locking glove box. Aluminum trim. You also do have some stitching in this vehicle, like along the seat and stuff. Keep in mind, this is Mercedes-Benz. It's called MB Tex leather, which is not real leather. So, but like I said, we didn't really care for the options at that time, because we had a Mercedes-Benz R-Class before that, and that we had leased that, so that lease was running out quickly, so we didn't really have time to order a new one from the factory. And actually this Mercedes-Benz that we bought was on the lot of the dealership, so it didn't have to get shipped anyway, so we saved about $1,000 on shipping too. The base price of this car was, I believe, $48,200. We got it for $54,000, I want to say $400, but around $54,000. The new RML that we're getting is about, well, the MSRP is actually I'm not sure, because I don't know. We're going to the Mercedes-Benz dealership today. It's currently Saturday, April 4th, April 5th. I don't know when I'm going to have this uploaded by. Probably not going to be too late, because I don't need to edit this, because I did it all in one take. But also, like the Brooding Groving videos, I plan to have it up before the end of April for sure, maybe mid-April. So just so you guys know when I'm filming this, I don't like it when people upload things too late without telling the viewer when they actually filmed it, so that's just personal. We also do have another subwoofer up here, but we don't have the Parktronic package, which would have sensors going on the side there. One last view that I just wanted to give you guys. So here's what the front looks like. Not a bad view at all. And now it looks kind of, the center stack might look a little outdated, but you know what's kind of ironic is that, sorry for my yapping, but I have a lot of feelings for this car, and I know car connoisseurs and lovers can relate, but this car, I'm just gonna close the door, for sound insulation so I don't get outside sound. But this car, when we bought it, I hated it, to be honest. I did not like it one bit. I thought it was kind of the useless Mercedes. Although when the 2013 new redesigned model came out, then I didn't like that as much, but I mean 14,000 of them were sold before they even got to dealerships. So this car I did not like. I thought it was the odd bunch, because if you wanted to get a sporty car, you get a sports car, maybe a higher end sedan from Mercedes. If you wanted to get an SUV, then I thought, well, you can get the GL, which is a bigger SUV. If you wanted a small SUV, you got the GLK. So I thought this wasn't really necessary. I mean, people who really wanted SUVs, I think, would get the GL as opposed to this, but I see where my logic was wrong, because people might not want to spend the extra $30,000-$40,000 on a GL because they don't need the extra third row or an extra luggage space. But anywho, over these 4.5-5 years, I've really grown to love this car. Now, even though throughout those 4.5-5 years I still claimed that I hated it, you know that saying, you never know you love something until it's gone? That's exactly what's happening here. It's going, and now I realized how much I actually do love this car, how much time I've spent in this car, how much time I've bonded this car, how many times I've washed this, hand waxed it, hand washed it, plasti dipped it, masked everything off, like masking tape and stuff. I've revved it, I've gone off-roading in it, gone in the snow with it. It's even my ATV. I have a Kawasaki Brute Force 300. If you guys didn't know, I might make a video of that soon. When that got stuck in the snow in our backyard back there, like right over there, we used this to pull it out. Somebody was stuck on the side of the road with their Ford F-150. They tried to go over a snow mountain and they got high centered, so the wheels were not touching the ground. Luckily we had a tow strap with us, hooked it onto the back of this car and towed the F-150 out. Yeah, you never thought you'd see a Mercedes pulling out a Ford F-150 out, did you? But I mean, we've done so many things with this car, but enough with this ranting. I mean, that's a personal thing. But like I said, I'll make a revving video, and I can't wait to show you guys our new ML too. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn it off. And I hope you guys, like I said, this, you might say that I'm copying Saab Kylo 4, which I'm not. My Exile is not exactly the same, and this was an owner's review. He does not own all of the cars that he does. I mean, I still have full-blown respect to him. I love him. I love his channel. But this is not exactly the same as his videos, because this is a personal review. My opinions are also in here. His is mostly facts. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and say your last goodbyes to this car as well. Many people who've been following my channel for a long time, sort of seen a lot of this car. So take care, guys.